Happy Monday morning, Ben here from Maxmyprofit. Today I want to talk about willpower, and I want to talk about why you don't need willpower to succeed. In fact, why willpower won't be the thing that gets you there in the end. A lot of people talk about discipline. A lot of people talk about willpower. A lot of people talk about, being, having the hustle. I hear people say hustle, hustle, hustle. None of that matters, right? None of that matters if you don't have why power. So yes, willpower is important. You need to have discipline. You need to be consistent. You need to have all of those things. But today what I want to talk about is I want to talk about why power. Because the best thing for me to do is to give you a little bit of a story, okay? Because a story will help you really understand what I'm talking about when it comes to why power. Now, willpower is important, but it's not what's going to lead you to success. Willpower is just going to lead you to doing what you need to do to get to success. What's going to get you to success is why power. So I want you to imagine, right? If you've got kids, it'll be easy. Because I want you to imagine that we're going to use your kids in this story. If you don't have kids, imagine you've got kids. That might be a little bit harder, but just do it. Just go with the flow. So I want you to imagine, first of all, that I come to your house and I put an 8-foot plank on your lounge room floor. It's only this wide, this high. It's only 2x4 or something, or 6x4, 8x2, whatever. I put that plank on your lounge room floor. I stand at one end with a $100 bill. You stand at the other, and I say, walk to me along the plank, and I'll give you the $100. Pretty easy, right? You do that without any hesitation. Nice and easy to do. What if I put that same plank connecting the top of two 30-story tall buildings? And let's say that plank is 20 foot long, okay? And it connects the top of two 30-story buildings together, and I stand at one end with $100, and you're on the other building. Will you still do it? Probably not. I doubt it, right? And the reason for that is because of the risk. There's a lot of risk that would be involved with trying to get across that very skinny plank that's 20 foot long across, two buildings, 30 stories up in the air. However, what if your young kids or your children or your family was on top of that 30-story building that you had to get to, and that building was on fire, and the only way they could be saved would be for you to cross that plank? Would you do it? Absolutely you would, right? So all of a sudden, what's become not too risky has become a no-brainer. And the reason for that is because of the why power. Because there's a huge why of why you would do that, why you would risk your life, why you would give it everything that you've got, why you would take that chance. And so being successful in business, or anything in life, in fact, is about why power, not willpower. Now, this is not my concept, by the way. I listen to a lot of audios, and I got this off an audio that I was listening to. I thought it was such a great example to help you, because it helped me get really clear on understanding what drives us to do the things that we do. See, willpower is important, and you hear lots of people, entrepreneurs, talk about hustle, talk about consistency, talk about discipline, talk about being organized, talking about doing what you've got to do to get the job done. A lot of that's about the activity. What I'm talking about is up here. What's the mindset? And I talk to a lot of business owners in this business. I've been in the business coaching industry since 2001, and I've talked to dozens and dozens and dozens of business owners. And I can tell you that a lot of people, in fact, I reckon 98% of people I talk to are just going through the motion. They just get up each morning, they're just doing the job, they're going home at night, they're exhausted, and then they get up and they do it all again tomorrow. And they do this for years in a row without expecting improvement, without trying to improve. They just do it. And they do it because they've just got to survive. They're in survival mode. And they don't know why they do it. They don't have a real strong desire to get up each morning. They're not excited about what they're doing. They're just doing whatever they have to do to survive. And I think that's a real shame. So, and I've been there, by the way. So don't think that I'm not judging you if you've been there. I've been there. I think we've all been there, but I've been there. So I relate 100% with that. However, I've got a huge amount of willpower. I'm very strong-willed when it comes to getting something done. What I struggle with, and I guess I'm human, and a lot of people I know struggle with it because they have the same problem, is understanding why I'm doing something, really getting clear on my why. However, when I set a goal and get really clear on why I want to achieve it, it happens. Magically, it just happens. So, if you're going through that motion of just getting up and doing what's got to be done, if you're in that space, if you're in that rut, then it's probably time for you to take time out and work on your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Is it for your family? Is it to prove somebody that you can do it when they told you couldn't? That's it could be a driver for you. Is it because you want something materialistic? Maybe you want a helicopter. Maybe it's because you want to travel, take a year off traveling, or maybe it's because you've seen your family, maybe your parents suffer financially as they've got older because they didn't have enough in the kitty when they got there, and they've lived longer than they should for the money. Like you hear these things. This superannuation planning, that people outlive that all the time. It's terrible. So you've got to work out what your why is. When you put your feet on the cold floor every day, it has to be enough to get you out of bed and get you moving. And no matter what the knocks are that you get, it's your why power that will get you through it, not your willpower. Your willpower will just make sure you do what's got to be done and you stay focused and disciplined. It's your why power that will make you get up when you get knocked down. It's your why power that will make you push through when you feel hopeless, when you feel like there's nothing else you can do, when you feel like you're up against a brick wall, when you feel exhausted. It's your why power that will drive you. So get real clear on your why power, and you'll start to see amazing results. All right, I've been Ben Fewtrell. You've been fantastic for tuning into the live video. If you did enjoy it, give it a bit of that. Feel free to share it around as well. Always happy to have these shared out there so other people can enjoy some of this knowledge that I'm sharing. And like I said, it's not my idea. I listen to audios every single day, and I get these ideas from those. I'm just sharing them with you. So if you've enjoyed it, share it around. Pass it on to somebody else. It's called paying it forward. Lovely. All right. Take care. Enjoy your week. Get clear on your why.